Okay. I got to rant for a moment. I was thinking about how success on YouTube is a lot easier than we think it is. Okay, I know you're probably offended that I'm even saying it's easy to succeed on YouTube because I realize for a lot of you, you've been trying and that's just not your reality. Now, you might not know who I am, so I wanted to interject because you're like, why should I even listen to this guy rant about why it's easy to grow on YouTube? So if you don't know who I am, I've gotten over 100 million views on my YouTube videos. I've helped countless YouTube channels grow. People go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in under 30 days. My own YouTube channel got up to, I think, 40,000 subscribers in the first year. I made $14,000 in AdSense. I got 20 million views. That was an awesome success as a side project that I didn't even spend a ton of time doing. I've helped Think Media go from when I was on there 500,000 subscribers and they're at 3 million subscribers now. Now, the truth is these small channels and these large channels, they all have some common themes in them that I realize have made them successful. And that's what I want to share with you guys. But I also really quick want to tell you about this 3-day live event that I'm doing. It's $27. I'm going to help you grow on YouTube and come up with a good YouTube strategy in 2025. And so you can click the link in the description to check that out. All the details are there. This is for online entrepreneurs. If you sell something, anything online, this is going to be the perfect event for you to get more leads, make more sales, and really just grow your personal brand in 2025. So I'm going to share the latest trends, the latest things that are happening right now in the YouTube space and how you can take advantage of this big opportunity in this next year to grow your channel. Okay. All right. Back to the video. And the reason I'm even talking about this is because I met with a student yesterday and I was reminded of how YouTube is easier than we think it is. One of the common traits that I've seen from a lot of these people that I've worked with and how they've done well, and when I think about some of the successes in my YouTube journey, it was when I was consistent and I just stuck with the plan and I just did it. And so I was talking with this student and I was preaching to myself, and this video really is for me too. And he posted a few videos, got some views, booked some sales calls, and then life got busy. He stopped posting. And even for me right now, I'm building this business, and so I haven't been posting very much. And I gave him some really good advice that I should probably give myself. And so I thought I would share this with you because this might be helpful if you are struggling to post YouTube videos because you want to, but you're not. And I think one of the main reasons that we don't post, and this is what he was telling me, is he has this perfectionism mindset. And I totally relate to this. I have perfectionism, and he shared that when he got, and this is so me, when he got into video ideation, he would just enter a black hole. And then finally he'd pick one, and he'd get into scripting, and he would enter this black hole. And the black hole is when you literally just keep scripting, and then you never shoot the video. You keep scripting. Or you're coming up with a video idea, and then you come up with 100 ideas and 1,000 ideas, and then you never script and shoot the video. Or maybe you're editing, and you're in the edit, and oh, this could be better, this could be better, this could be better. And I feel that. I definitely, for me, where my blocker is sometimes just getting on the camera, pressing record and starting. And so I gave him some advice, and here's what I said. Number one is I told him to make bad videos. Now I have a whole video going about this. I can put a link in the description. But the idea is when you just tell yourself, I'm going to make bad videos, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to turn this on, I'm going to look into the camera, and I'm just going to talk. I'm not going to edit. I'm not going to do anything. If I mess up, it's okay. And one of the ways that helped me a ton do this that I told him to try was thinking of it more of a podcast. So like right now, I'm just trying to think of this like it's a podcast. Yes, there's people watching, but I'm kind of pretending like no one's watching and I'm just talking and people are going to hear me and listen. And we're just like hanging out, chilling in a room together. For me, thinking of it as a podcast helped a ton because when I set up the camera and I try to be perfect and I try to like put on this facade, it's hard. I get way too in my head. And so making it a podcast, even when it's not a podcast, helps a ton. And so that was the first thing, or maybe the second thing, right? Make bad videos, think of it as a podcast because he doesn't have a ton of time. Even he's an entrepreneur. He doesn't have a ton of time to edit the videos or to make them perfect. And I'm like, just shoot them minimal editing, get them up, and then you can, help them find a video editor, all that stuff. I'm like, just get content out there. I'm speaking to myself right now too. Another huge thing was just getting on his calendar. So for some people like me, I the number one thing is just getting a chunk on your calendar for a couple hours to produce content, to produce video. And one of the awesome things about YouTube is it's so leveraged because it's long form video content. So we can take this, we can chop it up into vertical videos. We can take the transcript and turn it into an email newsletter. There, LinkedIn posts, tweets, like you can do all sorts of stuff from a long form piece of YouTube content that it's much more leveraged than creating short form content or just written content. And so that's what I love about it, but you have to have the time to actually do it. And to get the time to do it, you got to put it on your calendar. Now he had it on his calendar, but he went into that black hole perfectionism. And so here's what I told him to do when he was shooting the videos today. I said, the conversation was yesterday. I said, I want you to message me in the morning when you start. And then I want you to message me at the end of the day when you're done. And this is just accountability. So I need to talk to the COO, Vivek, about this, my main man, because we haven't talked about this, but we're trying to find a way to do some sort of group. Maybe it's a free group or a low ticket paid group to bring accountability and video ideas and all this stuff to people. And it's because it really makes a big difference. Like a lot of people, they know what to do. They just need accountability. They need someone to text them. They need to find friends. Cause like, I don't know about you, but like for me, there's not a lot of people that I know that are doing an online business like this. There's not a lot of people around me that are posting YouTube videos. And so when I have friends in the space, but they're online, and it's so helpful when I'm reaching out to them and we're meeting up weekly and we're collaborating. And I'm like, what do you think of this title or this thumbnail? It's so helpful. And the accountability of it is huge because it allows you to stay productive and to hit deadlines and get things done. And when I was doing my basketball channel, we would meet weekly. And so I knew, I was like, I got to get this done because I want to, one, get their feedback, but two, they're going to be like, dude, why didn't you post a video? And so that was super helpful. And he texted me and he shot 2 videos today. And I was just like, that is awesome, right? He was able to do that. And on top of the accountability piece, I think what really helped him too, and I can share, what I told him to do here, but it was putting time limits. I think this is huge for fighting perfectionism. Is instead of just one, he says he has 1 day for content. Instead of just on your calendar going content, what if you actually blocked it out into the specific things you need to hit based on the time you should spend on it? And so I told him, he needs to start batch shooting so he doesn't have to do this every week. Ideally, 1 day a month, you can record all your stuff. Like you can record all your YouTube videos if you're doing this right. And I'm not saying those are going to be the best in the world if it's just you. And yes, you don't have as much time to spend on certain things, but like you definitely can make a month's worth of content in 1 day. And so some of the things I told him, I said, give yourself 25 minutes just to come up with 5 video ideas. Now, I gave him some tools on that. And actually, I have a free course where I walk through some of my process for coming up with these video ideas that are viral video ideas that get views and all that. So check the link down in the description. And I have a free course that you can go through. But I said, come up with 5 video ideas. And then I want you to choose the best 2. And now you're going to write out 2 or 3 more titles on that same idea. So different ideas. Now you're writing different titles. And you're going to spend 10 minutes now coming up with those extra titles. So in all, 35 minutes. And all he's done is come up with titles, which is a thing you need to do if you want to get more views on YouTube. Like most people just go, what can I shoot today? And they write down some content and then they try and title it and thumbnail it later. No, we don't do that. We do the title and ideally even thumbnail concept first, but like just start with video idea and title first. And I promise you'll get more views. Start there. And then what he did is the next hour and a half, for him, he needed this much time. You might need way less time. But an hour and a half to write out his hook word for word and then bullet point and think through his script and what examples he's going to share. And he had an hour and a half to do both those scripts. From there, he had an hour and a half to shoot. And then he had 30 minutes to edit each video. And these were what I call level 1, level 2 videos, which is a video like this. Super simple. I'm not saying this is the best video in the world and it's going to get the most views, but it is doable for someone who's busy. And remember, what brings success? It's just actually being consistent. Like I was talking to him, I was like, imagine if you posted, he hasn't posted in like, I think 3 months. I was like, imagine where your channel would be now if you posted over those 3 months. Because he had major success in those first 5 videos on his channel. I'm like, if you would have just kept going, you would be in a whole different spot. Your business would be in a different spot. His personal brand would be in a different spot. And so it's the consistency. But of course, that's like, it's the things that are simple and you just know that you should do it, but it's actually hard to do it. And so for him, this helped him a lot, right? Writing out time frames for exactly how much time to spend. And the reason this helps with perfectionism is because guess what? You want to make the script better. You want to make the editing better, but the time said stop. You got to move on. And on top of that, I'm messaging him in the morning and I'm messaging him at night saying, did you get it done? Did you get it shot? And those things helped him overcome that perfectionism to get consistent. And as you get consistent, you get better. It starts with quantity and then it moves to quality. And so I just want to encourage you to, if you haven't gotten started on YouTube, to get started. And number 2, get consistent. Make it a habit, put it on your calendar and actually block out the different things for thumbnails. That was another thing, right? After editing, create, 30 minutes, 2 different simple thumbnails and make it doable. Put it on paper, get it done, and find some people that you can do this with. I know that's easier said than done, but if you can find someone to help you be accountable and stick to this, like I'm telling you, there's not the successful people on YouTube that I've worked with. There's nothing really different about them. They don't have some special knowledge that you don't have. They don't have even, oftentimes they don't even have, they're not even the smartest. I'm not the smartest. So like, I hope people aren't taking offense by this. They're not the smartest. They don't even know, like, they're not even doing it the right way. Like I'm telling you, I'm like, oh, come up with your video idea first, your title. And they're like, not even doing that. There's all these different people that aren't doing it the right way, that don't have all the best, things that you think they would need, right? They're not even the best on camera. They don't even have the best editing, but they're successful and their channels are doing well. And why? As simple as it is, they just stuck to it and they just started and they didn't stop. And so this is a video for me today because I am, when Ro texted me that he shot 2 videos today, I was like, I just shot 1 video and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about this because I think this is helpful for someone like him and like me. I'm like, I need to hear this. So hope you enjoyed this. And until next time, I don't know. Hopefully I post sooner than later, but I'm trying to post more and maybe you can relate to that. But I know life gets busy, things get in the way, but let's take YouTube serious in 2025 and just start and don't stop. Let's do this together, me and you. Okay, that's it. Bye, everybody.